now let's look at the mutual fund as such. Okay, so this is the mutual fund sectors. Okay, we have analyzed on the sectors, top 5 companies, and so on. So what more you can do? Okay, what more you can do? How can I actually understand that this is a good one and so on? You can, this one I told you, this is a mutual fund, is a good one and so on. Okay, apart from this, let's see another one. Okay, this is Kotak small cap fund. You have no idea about it. Okay, you have seen all the parameters. It is good, perfect. So now what you can do is take the top 10 companies from this mutual fund. Top 10, 4%, 4.23, 3, and so on. So 4, 8, 9, almost like 12, 15, 18, 20, 28, yeah, 28, 30. Okay. So if I'm going to take a list of top 10 stocks of this, okay, which contribute to around almost like 30% of the entire portfolio. Okay. I can start with analyzing only on these companies. I have taken the top 10 companies of a particular portfolio. I will do my technical analysis and see whether they are in long-term or bullishness or bearishness. Okay. If most of them are bullish, I'll be preferring that. We know how to do the analysis, right? Okay, everybody know how to do the analysis, how to actually determine whether a company is actually bullish or bearish, okay, and what state it is in. So you can take the top 10 companies of this mutual fund and do your own technical analysis and see how this is in the long run. 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. Don't go for 1 hour and all. Okay, because we are going to put it for long term. So 1 day, 1 week, and 1 month. How is it? Overall, bullish. Perfect. Okay. If maximum number of stocks are bullish, go for it. Okay. Going deep into the mutual fund now. Okay. We are going in depth on the mutual fund. We have seen the peer comparison. Okay. Saw how the expenses, P by E, all that. Okay. How the returns are. Okay. How this is performing. How the persons. Okay. How the particular person. We will be seeing that. How the industry is. How the returns and so on. Okay. Now we are going in depth on that. Since we already know the technical analysis, we are going to take the list of 10 companies from the top, which contribute to the major of the fund. And we are going to analyze on that. We are not going to go in depth on the breakouts and so on. We are going to just see how is the trend of that particular top 10 companies. Okay. Is everything going in the uptrend? Because we are going to buy it. Okay. Everything in the uptrend. Perfect. We will be able to confidently take the decision on that particular mutual fund. The reason why I want you to do extensive research is because you are not going to hold it for 6 months or 1 year. We are going to hold it for 10 years. We're planning to hold it for 10, 15, 20 years also. And we better do that as much as research possible, so that after putting our money, we don't have to double check or have any doubt at all. Okay, I know that is going to be good because I have seen the past historical data. Last 10 years, it has been doing well. Even now, they are having good quality stocks, and I've checked it. I know for sure. Okay, that kind of high confidence level should be there when we are actually putting our money into it. Guys, let me revise that. Let me revise once more all the things. Okay, so value research online. Okay, I'll be sending you the link. Okay, after this particular meeting is over. Let's look at the first one. So small SBI small cap fund, direct plan, direct or indirect, prefer direct plan. Okay, small cap fund. Small cap fund means what? As it says, this is a fund where most of the companies for the portfolio is being selected from the small cap. Okay. In the portfolio, we saw that they are taking both mid cap and small cap, but we can see that small cap by default, so that we can understand that the risk is high. Small cap fund, the risk is high, and so the expected returns that we are going to have is also going to be high. Riskometer says high risk. Okay, 3 years, we can actually even go for 7 years, all that. So NAV, okay, 130. Okay, let's not worry about it. So yeah, so overall growth with respect to the peers or benchmark. Okay, we'll be seeing how it is performing with respect to the benchmark. We ideally expect the fund to perform much better than the benchmark. That is what we should be going for. Okay, if it is not performing better than the benchmark, we will not be going for that at all. We want fund to be performing much better than the risk, benchmark. Why? Because we are going for a small cap. And we are taking that risk. For that risk, we expect good return. I don't want anything below the benchmark. We want to be above the benchmark. In this case, it is perfect. Okay. And that too for last from the time it has been started, it's doing better than the benchmark. Okay, and then this one tells you how much risk. Be aware about the risk before you are getting into it, guys. Okay, like any trade that we do. And then weightage. Okay, what all, sometimes it will be bonds also. Some of the funds will be there where they'll be putting money on bonds. Okay, equity. If you see bond fund, mutual fund, there's a bond fund also, where most of them will be putting in on bonds. Okay, very less will be put on equity or cash. So asset allocation, 93.5% is equity and left as cash for redemption purpose. Okay, mid cap and small cap, how much has been split. And then peer comparison, like what we did now for SBI small cap, you have to do it for others also, so that you will be able to understand and compare it very, very clearly. Okay, for Nippon, how is the return for over 5 years, 10 years, like that you have to see. Okay, so small cap, SBI small cap fund. Okay, you're going to see here. I think this seems little good during some phase, but you have to go and see the particular fund and identify. So like this, right? You have to actually go into the fund in order to check the returns. Okay, returns. What is the return over past 10 years, past 7 years, past 5 years, when compared to all these things? Okay, how can I compare? Okay, and I'm comparing which one is coming as superior. Like that we can do. Okay, but risk is same. Risk is same for everyone. Okay, so, and by the way, check the expense ratio. Expense ratio is the amount that you're going to actually spend by investing on a mutual fund. Okay, so go for the one which actually, like some of the mutual funds, it will be high only. Okay, in this case it is low. Some of the mutual funds, when you actually go for it, when the risk is high, the expense ratio will be high. Okay, but it's still fine. If the returns are huge when compared to the risk, go for it. No worries on that. Okay, then how much is the money that you have to invest? Okay, so 14. Okay, it's not 10,000 by the way, 14,000. Okay, so minimum amount initially is 5,000 and then 500 as a SIP. Okay, and then so that is on the overview. Then coming to the next one, this returns. We saw the returns. Okay, how is the 7 years, 5 years, 3 years? We have to see. Okay, 3 years, 5 years, and 7 years, and more than that. That is the main objective that we are going to look at. And how is the peers benchmark? Okay, compared to our fund, and we expect our fund to perform much better than the benchmark. Okay. Okay, this one is to actually give you an idea about when things go wrong. Okay, you need to have patience. Okay, that is one thing which is very clear. Okay, when it comes to this particular funds. And then coming to the next one, risk. Okay, risk, as I told you, standard deviation. Okay, how is the risk? This one you can compare with the benchmark, and also this can be compared with the peers. Okay, here 27.7, same crowd. Okay, all the small cap, same small cap, 27.7. Okay, and then here the risk is 27.03. Here the risk is ICICI Prudential risk is what, 27.6. This is the only one which has around 23.66 as a risk. Okay, so when compared, the risk level is also less, but the returns are very high. Okay, good one. Okay, risk is clear. Asset allocation, portfolio. This is a major part where you will be spending most of the time. Most of your time will be spent on this. You have to see how much is the allocation on the top 10 companies. Here it is 32%. Let's see on the Nippon India. Nippon India, top 10 is 19% only. Okay, then this is Kotak small cap fund. Okay, top 10 is 31%. Okay, and then this is ICICI Prudential, top 10 is 31%. Okay, yeah, this is 32%. So you have to see, okay, how much is the top 10% of the 10 stocks contribute and top 5 stocks, because those stocks, when you're actually looking at it, if they contribute more, it means that major of the money is going to that particular top 5 companies or 10 companies. Okay, and you should be analyzing more on that when you're doing technical analysis. That will actually help you give better understanding. Now what you will be doing here, if you are planning to invest on this, you will be analyzing on at least the top 10 companies which contribute around 30% of the entire fund. Okay, analyze on that, and check how the trend is on a weekly, monthly, and daily, weekly, monthly. You'll be checking it, and if it's actually uptrend, going the uptrend, and good, it's very good on that. Okay, that's the focus area. Once you do this, what else is there? Peer comparison, which we already saw. Okay, you can actually see that. Return since launch. Okay, return since launch 26. Somebody was asking about 25%, right? CAGR. This one is giving 26%. This is 25. Nippon India. You can analyze on that also. This one, Axis small cap. Okay, analyze on this, guys. Risk is very high. Exit load within 365 days, it is like 1%. Expense ratio, you can see that how much expenses is. Okay, fund age, how many years it has been in the market? 9 years, 8 months, almost like 10 years it's going to be. Okay, yeah, everything is 9 years, 8 months. Okay, so turnover, this much. Okay, so yeah, this is trailing, the same thing. Okay, best years, worst years. Okay, risk reward ratios, equity, debt, sector distribution, we saw that. Okay, yeah, in each of them, it is in comparison with everyone, all the sectors and how it is distributed. Okay, how it is distributed in each of the sectors. Some see here, the major contributor is this 3 in this case, but that is not the same in other cases. Okay, in this case, this particular Kotak, the major contributor is materials, 16%. Okay, on materials. Okay, that's what they are preferring. Each will be having different choice. So you can get a just understanding how it is going to be and so on. Okay, major analysis will be on the stocks. So how much money you have to invest on each one of them. Okay, initial investment is this one. After that, additional investment is SIP is 500. Here, someone is saying, right, 100. That can be done here in Axis Bank. Okay, SIP is 500 and 1000 in some cases. But yeah, that's anyway 500 and 1000. That's a major bracket that we get into. Okay, risk category, yeah, risk grade, below average, average, low, below average. Return, see here, above average, above average, above average. Here it's high. Okay, so when you compare the mutual funds, okay, you are going to understand which one to select from the best. Okay, when you have all these mutual funds, right, you will know, okay, what to select so that I can get maximum profit. Okay, if you want to select various, what to say, I want to select everything, I feel that 3 are good from this, you can split your capital. Okay, you want to put 5,000 every single month, 1,500, 1,500, 1,500. You can invest on 3 different mutual funds also. Don't put all your money again, guys. Mutual funds is diversified. Okay, but don't think that you're going to put all 5,000 in one single mutual fund. Not necessary. You're going to select, say, 3 or 5 mutual funds. Okay, so assume that you're putting 5,000. You can put 1,000, 1,000, 1,000 like that in 5 mutual funds. Okay, every single month can be done. In that also, mutual funds also diversified now. Okay, that way diversification is like it happens every single stage. Okay, having 5 mutual funds. In that each of the mutual funds, we are having 30 to 50 companies. Diversification should happen on every single stage, right? So there's a plan, guys. Able to understand this. Once you actually do this, right, guys, initially it may be like too much, but so many things are there and so on. But once you do 1 or 2, it will be easy for you. Okay, so initially it will take what? We hardly spent like what, 1.5 hours, 2 hours almost, like, and we are able to analyze on at least like 1 mutual fund in detail. 1 hour we took. Okay, but we are explaining. But when you do it on a consistent basis, right, hardly like half an hour, you'll be able to completely understand a mutual fund, and confidently you can start investing on that. Guys, getting the clarity? Everyone getting the understanding, guys?